The Director General of the BBC, Tony Hall, Lord Hall, has apologised after a news report containing a racial slur was broadcast by Points West and also here on the news channel. The N-word was used in full in a report about a racially aggravated attack in Bristol. Well, the BBC received nearly 19,000 complaints, and yesterday a presenter on BBC One Extra quit the radio station in protest. Let's get more from our correspondent Dan Johnson, who's been following the story. BBC has apologised, but we'll just talk us through the background of this, Dan, because the family of the victim had agreed that they wanted this word to be used, haven't they?
Yes, so this all started with an attack on an NHS worker and a musician called K-Dog in Bristol about 2 weeks ago. And that was reported on by the local regional news Points West. It included photographs of the injuries he sustained, horrible, shocking injuries. And his account was that when a car was driven into him, causing those injuries, the men driving the car used the worst kind of racial language. Now, Points West, their reporter, used that word in the report, apparently with the backing, with the support of the victim and his family. There were warnings given, but still, it caused huge offence that a white reporter would use that word on local TV, and then when that report was broadcast here on the news channel, on national TV. Now, the complaints piled in, as you've said, nearly 19,000 of them. The BBC initially defended its decision to use that word. It said it wanted to highlight the serious nature and the racially aggravated allegation behind this attack. But now the Director General, Tony Hall, has apologised and said it was an error of judgment. He says the BBC's intention was to highlight an alleged racist attack, yet despite these good intentions, I recognise that we have ended up creating distress amongst many people. He says the BBC now accepts that we should have taken a different approach at the time of broadcast, and we are very sorry for that. And he goes on to say that we will now be strengthening guidance on offensive language across BBC output. He says, we made a mistake here. It's important for us to listen and to learn.
So there was this resignation by sideman David Whiteley. Now, that was quite a big deal. And he articulated that point, didn't he, that for a white reporter to make this comment, he just thought it was a slap in the face, he said.
Absolutely, yes. The worst kind of language and just not acceptable, even in the context given, even with the warnings. He was very clear. He said it was an error of judgment which he could not look away from, he could not overlook. That's why he resigned yesterday. That was part of the pressure. Other BBC staff also called this out, said it was inappropriate, unacceptable. But I think even though the BBC has now apologised for it, there may be questions about why it took so much time for the BBC apparently to hear those concerns and not to have been alert to the offence that would be caused in the first place. This did go through BBC editorial approval, and it's not the first time the BBC's got in a mess over some of these racial issues.
No, of course. All right, Dan, for now, thank you very much indeed.